Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm back like I never left. On this video, I want to talk about history often repeats itself. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. What do I mean by that history repeats itself? Because there's a lot of talk here lately. Can Colorado win the Big 12 title? Can they get to the title game? Different things like that. And I'm thinking so if history repeats itself. And So yeah, we're going to talk about that. As you see right here, Tyler Brown is featured. He's back in camp, and he received some good news by way of the NCAA. They're giving people an extra year of eligibility who were deemed what they call not qualified to participate. Because remember, last year he couldn't participate, and before the ruling, we were saying that, damn, this is his last year. He don't lost a year, but he regained another year of eligibility. So he can come back next year. Not sure how likely he's going to come back, this depending on his draft grade at the end of this year. At the end of this season, depending on how well he does and what his draft grade is, he may not come back. Because I'm not sure. We'll see. But if he won, he can come back. I would love to see him back, but I think he will have he's one of those type of players that's probably going to get better on the next level. Um, he's played college football for quite some time now, and he's starting to peak as far as what he's doing in college football. But I think he'll get better on the next level, and I think he can play in the next level. I could see him as a center on the next level. I could see that. But we'll see. He definitely has the size. He got the smarts and everything else. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what decision he make after the end of the season. But as far as I'm concerned, right now he's a starter. Um, but we're gonna see. They still have a lot more practice to go. They're currently in their summer session workouts. And then after that is leading the training camp. And man, this thing is going to go fast. We're already into June. Then we got July. I think they have a little break in July, the 4th of July break. They have that break and then they come back again. And then next thing you know, they're in training camp. Training camp starts early this year because the season starts early. So keep that in mind. So this thing is going to fly past, man. And for a lot of them, this is it for them. They only have a few more months of college football left, and then a lot of them have NFL aspirations. So we're not going to see a lot of these guys back. Jimmy Horn is a senior. Shedeur is a senior. Travis is leaving. And a few others as well that's going to go after their pro opportunity. But it's all going to be contingent upon winning. That's what's gonna happen. It has to come down to winning right now. For all of them, um, with probably the exception of Travis. More than likely, for the exception of Travis, it's gonna be yeah. He's still gonna get drafted really, really, really high, and but for a lot of them that's looking to get drafted, looking for the opportunity, the only way they're gonna do it, they got to win. And I know Joe Clack just mentioned former Colorado quarterback saying that they could possibly play for the Big 12 title. I agree with them because history often repeats itself. And it happens, history repeats itself. So why do I say that? Well, when Coach Prime took over Jackson State, it was a huge roster overhaul. And they just didn't really you just didn't really hear about it that much because they weren't really reporting on them at Jackson State like that. But it was a huge roster overhaul just like it is now. And then the second year he really took off. And then his final year they went undefeated again and then went to the bowl game. I mean they won their conference title and then went on to the bowl game and lost. They lost the bowl game twice. But I just want to point out they won their conference title twice. So if history repeats itself, he should be on track to do that. He should be on a trajectory to try to win his conference title. There's a different variables here though. The competition, the competition as far as the trenches has upgraded. Also, he's moving to a different conference. That wasn't like that at Jackson State. They were in the same conference. So there's some different variables there, but history still can repeat itself, and they could possibly play for the Big 12 title. There's a lot that got to take place for them to play for the Big 12 title. It's very possible. Like I said, I'm going to be betting on them this year to actually win it, but there's a lot got to take place. I mean, all these gentlemen, they got to literally play on one accord. They all got to be on one accord, no matter if they starting, no matter if they third string. I mean, the third string got to have the mindset as the first string, because you never know if somebody go down, your opportunity might come up. So they all got to be on one accord, man. You know, there can't be no selfish ball. I remember Smoke said that they could have won more games, but there was selfish um, ball going on. It can't be no selfish ball. It can't be one person padding their stats. It can't be. They're not going to win it. It has to be on one accord. If you go back to the 97 Bulls, that was probably arguably the greatest team in NBA history. For a lot of you don't remember. Some of you do remember the 97 Bulls, but everybody had their role. Even the bench, everybody had their role and they played it. That's what it got to be right here for them to actually compete for the Big 12, because they got to play Utah and a few other people. It's going to be hard to get there. Utah, that from on paper, everybody's saying that they're the favorites to win the Big 12 title. But here's the thing. That's what they're saying for preseason. Anything can happen, like I said, once the season kicks off. They're the favorite to win the Big 12 title, but they can have a losing season for all we know. We don't know yet. Everyone starts off with the same record, 0-0. And then after that, then we'll see what happens as the season progresses, right? But yeah, right now they're saying preseason, they're the preseason favorites. And it's one thing, but we got to point out preseason favorites, not season favorites. The season hasn't started yet. Everyone gets the same opportunity when the season starts. So I just want to say that right there. But again, it's important to say that they have to be working. Everything has to be working on all cylinders here. The players have to be on one accord. They have to be. It can't be just one player like, I caught this many passes or I did this. I. If there's a person on that team that has a I, it's gonna affect the rest of the team, and they're not gonna win. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win titles, man. So that's what got to happen. The reason why it got to happen like that is because of the way the team was put together. A lot of other teams, they got the luxury of having their players be around with each other for like almost 3 years or 2 years. They don't have that luxury here. They do have some players there that has played together for 2 years now, but this team is still a work in progress because they still brought quite a number of players in. They're still trying to build their foundation. I'm curious to see what's going to happen in year 3, though, because people are already writing that what quarterback do they got to bring in to keep Coach Prime there after Shedeur leaves? So they're already saying that he may not stay there. So I'm curious to see after the end of the season what's going to happen. I don't like to make predictions on it no more. I've already said my part, but we're going to wait and see what happens at the end of the season. But I'm really curious to see what kind of season they're going to have, because that's everything. They get to the Big 12 title game, people are getting drafted. Okay, not just one person, not just a couple people here. You're going to have more than a few people getting drafted. That's why a lot of these players are here. They're here for the big platform, and they're here to get recognized. So this is really the place to be. But here's the thing: you got to win though. Forget all the talk, forget everything else, forget all the extracurricular stuff. Are you ready to win though? So that's what people are waiting on. Because there's a lot of pomp and circumstance here. Can you win though? That's the most important thing. And Shedeur knows that. That's why he's working with the wide receivers. He did it at Jackson State. He did the same exact thing when he was at Jackson State. Took time out with the receivers, took time out with the offensive line, built relationships, stuff like that. He's doing the same thing he did at Jackson State. It's just rinse and repeat. Here's what got to happen also with respects to Shedeur. He got to be protected. He is going to get sacked a lot, though. He's still going to get sacked a lot. That's just the way it is with him. He got sacked a lot at Jackson State, and he had a pretty quality line at Jackson State. He still got sacked a lot. It's just the way it is. But they're going to have to hold that sack total down. They're going to have to. That sack total has to cut in half, though. It has to cut in half, and you got to protect him. He's a quarterback where you got to protect him. You gotta like focus on protecting him and making sure he don't get hit that much, and then he can make some things happen in the air. And he likes to spread the ball around. He doesn't just target one receiver, even though Travis should be his go-to target this year. However, he still find other people open. Like he had a plethora of wide receivers at Jackson State that he found open. Everybody ate at Jackson State when he threw that ball, even the tight ends. So that's how it'll be again. But you got to give him the opportunity to do so. I went back to that Arizona game, not the Arizona State game, the Arizona game. The Arizona game was at Folsom Field. It was a back and forth game, and they could have won that game. Because I'm going back to the season, and I'm thinking like, where could they have? Because they could have been bowl eligible last year. That's the scary part. Even though, despite all the problems they had, they still could have been bowl eligible last year. They could have. They were competing with UCLA. Even though he got sacked a lot in that game, they still were competing with UCLA. They could have beat the UCLA game. Look, the UCLA game was a winnable game. USC was a winnable game. Arizona definitely was a winnable game. And Stanford, they should have won that. That's 4 games. That means potentially last year they could have won 8 games last year. Something definitely went wrong. Something definitely went wrong for them to not win 8 games. That's why I'm telling you guys the absolute bottom this year is 8 games. Because I go back for a second. Okay, they finished with 4 games, right? But I go back to certain games that they could have won. Arizona for one, USC for another one, UCLA, right? And Stanford. Stanford, that should have been a victory, but I don't know. Everything just fell apart. That's 4 games. And then they won 4, right? So that's 8. So the absolute bottom this year is 8 games. It has to be. They have to, whatever they had wrong last year, hopefully they corrected it. If they corrected it, it has to be 8 games minimum. It has to be 8 games. However, we got to throw in that variable though. They're in the Big 12 now. So that's a change. But all teams are getting bigger. Getting better. So you got to take that into account. This is a new year. Anything can happen. But I'm just going back to last season for a second. They damn near had 8 games. They could have had 8 games. And what's crazy about it is the way they put the team together was a whole roster overhaul. People trying to gel together. They had some problems in the locker room, whatever. They still almost won 8 games. So that's crazy. Still almost won 8 games because they were close. Even though UCLA pulled away from that game, early on in the game, it was close. Despite UCLA great defensive line. Didn't matter. They still were close. And also there was a few penalties and a few misses in that game too. That Shiloh hit on the tight end was a clean hit. I went back and looked at it. I actually slowed it down. He hit him right between the numbers. It looked like the way he hit him, it looked like their helmets touched, but it didn't. He got him right under the numbers. It was a clean shot. And the kid got up. I honestly think he might have been acting a little bit because he was kind of doing like this, walking off the field like he's hurt. But then he got back in the game and played. That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit. That was a hard hit though. That was a dangerous hit. If he didn't get it right, because he could have really did some damage on that kid if he did hit his head. But trust me, if Shiloh hit, if his pads went anywhere near that kid's face, he would have broke his jaw or something. That's how hard that hit was. And the kid got up. He got up. He was a little bit, surprised by that hit because he didn't see it coming. That was the only reason what made it bad. He didn't see the hit coming. Because if you look at it again, he caught the pass he was on an angle, and then Shiloh, he met him right there. As soon as he turned his face, Shiloh was right there. As soon as he turned to run, Shiloh was right there. Boom, depleted him. It was a perfect hit. The refs got it wrong. They got that wrong. But imagine if he had stayed in the game though. That could have been enough for them to win as well. And then there was a interception by I think Travis that they didn't call. And I forget the game that when Travis was I think it was UCLA game when he was tight roping down the sidelines. They missed that call. He wasn't out of bounds. It was perfect. He tight rope and made the touchdown. But they took it away. So some of that had to do with the refs. Some of it had to do with penalties as well. But 8 games was definitely manageable last year. It was possible. So imagine this year they got a upgraded offensive line. They made some tweaks on the defensive line. The wide receiver core is intact. Yeah, the minimum is 8 games this year. It has to be. If it's not 8 games, something happened. Something faltered again. But it has to be 8 games. I mean, that's the minimum. But if they're working on all cylinders, yeah, I could see Big 12 title because that means history is repeating itself. What do I mean again? Like when he took over Jackson State, complete roster overhaul. The next year they went and won the conference title and went to the bowl game. Lost the bowl game though. The next year, which is his last year before going to Colorado, he went undefeated and won his conference title again and went to the bowl game and lost. So if history repeats itself, they should at least get to the conference title. So yeah, it's possible to get to the conference title. And he has he upgraded his support as well. He got a lot of NFL people around. He brought Coach Lewis in, Coach Sapp, and I forget the other guy right now they used to play with the Ravens. Brought him in. Thomas. Something Thomas. He brought Thomas in, Coach Thomas in. So he got a lot of NFL support around him. So when you look at that, they gotta get better. They have to, unless it's something on the players. They got to get better. But remember, the coaches can't get out there and play for them. So it's up to the players too, because they can't get out there and play, but they got to be ready to go. They got to be operating on all cylinders. If you got to have all these guys trying to go win a title, you can't have a lot of them slacking, and they're not going to do it. So that's just what it is, man. Hopefully they studying and everything else and making it a priority. But I don't know with these young generation. I don't know if they willing to work like that. I'm talking about as far as being in your playbook like how Tom Brady was. I don't think they're willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But on paper, they should at least win 8 games. Because they should have won 8 games last year. I don't know what happened with the Stanford game. What's up, Chris? What's up, MOB? You said, yeah, it's going to be completely different after all of them leave, but I'll still support. Yeah, it's going to be definitely different. What's up, Sir Ken? Yeah, definitely will be different after these guys leave. Now they got to find a quarterback. They got one in house. They got Staub. Um, but they need to add depth though. But they do have the quarterbacks now there, so maybe that's who they have. They're going to be having for next year. Um, you said last year they gave a lot of games away, right? Hopefully this year they won't. Yeah, they gave a lot of games away. There was penalties. The refs didn't help either, but I'm talking about the things that they could have did, the penalties they could have cut down. I remember Travis got into it with one of the wide receivers. Remember that? And they called him up. They called a penalty for him. That was crucial. What happened when he got that penalty? That was crucial because that put them in striking position, and that team went on to score. That was very crucial when he got that penalty. So he has to keep his head cool. He got to keep his head cool because I'm telling you, these players are coming for them. They're coming for them. It's going to be the same. It's going to be worse this year. It's going to be worse. They was coming for them last year because of all the pomp and circumstance and all the media attention. But they're definitely gunning for them. They're gunning for them again this year for bragging rights to say that they beat them. Because yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. Every team is going to play this like it's a bowl game because they got to beat Coach Prime. They got to beat him. And they did a lot of stuff last year to try to embarrass them. Just like, the UCLA game, they were playing his theme music. The band was playing his theme music. You remember his old theme music from Jackson State? Here I Come. The band was playing that. So they're coming for them again. Yeah, it's all the way up this year. Every game is gonna be up this year. Every game. Every game is gonna be smoke. The first game they play is gonna be smoke. Okay. So hopefully the players, they're in their playbooks. They're focused and they're in their playbooks. I mean, school books and playbooks. That's it. If not, it's not gonna happen, man. I remember Tom Brady said it. He said this young generation, they want everything now because of social media. He said that's cool, but you ain't gonna win. He said that. He said that when he was talking to the draftees that just got drafted. He said you can be for all that, but you ain't gonna win no games. You ain't gonna win. It's cool that you want to do it, but you ain't gonna be a winner. He told them that. He said you're not gonna win. He said everybody want the glitz and glamour now, and they don't want to work for it. They want it now before, you know, like the only way you can call yourself the man unless you win. That's the only way. But everybody's calling themselves the man now. Everybody is him. Everybody is him right now. Any school you go to, everybody's saying they're him, right? No. Michigan is them. Who they can say that they're him. Okay. Look at all the players that they got drafted. They can say that. You can't say that you're him until you win something. That's just what it is for me. That's old school mentality. And but they don't see it that way. Everybody is him and nobody won nothing. You got to win. Because if you win, everybody dreams might be realized here. Everybody. If they get to a Big 12, I'll tell you this much. If they can make it to the Big 12 title game, they're going to win it. They're going to win it. Because everybody, they're going to be the complete underdogs. They don't have nothing to lose here. They're going to win that. If they can get to the Big 12 title, they're going to win it. They're going to win it. That's a lot of money on the table if you bet on it. That's a lot of money on the table. They will win it because they ain't got nothing to lose. Everybody's going to, at that point, everybody's going to say they're losing the game anyway. Look at Vegas. Vegas have them 4.5 games, which is a joke. Think about it. Last year, all the stuff that happened, they gave away 4 games. They gave it away. 4 games. That means they should have won 8 games, and they would have been in a bowl. It would have been a respectable bowl game, right? So what this year we got 12 teams that's in the championship, right? 12 teams in the tournament. So 12 teams in the tournament, they're not really ranked that high right now. So in order for them to, so pretty much that's what's telling me, in order for them to get into the playoffs, they got to win a Big 12 title. They have to. They got to win a Big 12 title because they're not ranked pretty high right now as it is. They will have to win the Big 12 title to get in the playoffs. If they do that, if they get in the Big 12 title game, I'm telling you, they're winning it. It's just the way it is because everybody gonna have them losing it. They're gonna be the underdog and they're gonna win it. They're gonna be the Cinderella team to get in the playoffs. If they get in the playoffs and they can just win one game in the playoffs, all these kids' dreams about to be realized. A lot of these kids that you see right here, their dreams about to be realized. Money is on the table. Remember Jimmy Horn, he addressed the team and said, listen, we got money on the table. We got to go get the money. He mean win. You win, you go get the money. But yes, it can happen because history tells me that he turned that Jackson State team around, and they went to the conference title under his tutelage twice, and won twice. So that means there's something about his formula that's working. Now there's a couple variables right now that the only difference is the trenches are a little bit faster and tougher. That's the only difference. Everything else is football. I don't know. We'll see. But then they also changing conferences after the first game. Remember, the first game is still going to be Pac-12. And then the second game, they'll be officially Big 12 play. They'll be officially saying that they're now Big 12. That's why the emblems on the field hasn't changed yet, if you notice. So I would say history can repeat itself this year. Why not? If history, let me tell you something, I promise you, if history repeats itself, I'm going to be bragging about it because I'm betting on them. And it'll be easy money this year. And don't let them get to the conference title because I'm having them winning it. Yeah, it'll just be all the way up. It'll be all the way up because I'll be showing you my winnings. That's right. Yeah, they should have won the Stanford game, which would have put them at 5 games total, right? And they should have won the Arizona game too, because the Arizona game was back and forth. Okay, the Arizona game. And believe it or not, the USC game was winnable. It was, but they just something was going on with them at that point. They could have won a UCLA game too. I went back and watched it. I'm not questioning the coaches this year. I'm not doing that because I'm not a coach. So, but there was one situation where Omarion got taken out. I believe they should have kept him in. I don't know. Maybe he got injured. I don't know. But sometimes I think with the coaches, you got to let players play through their mistakes. I think he got burned on a play and then they took him out. And yeah, I think unless he got injured, you gotta let the players play through their mistakes and then go from there. That's what I say. But he was one of the solid cornerbacks on the team, but he's no longer there. He's back at Florida State. But for what we have right now, it's enough to compete. Definitely is. We got Travis out there. Got I don't know the status on Shiloh. He's not practicing really. I don't know. Is he hurt? What's going on with him? I don't know, but I'm assuming he's going to be ready for the season. So we got him out there at safety. Yeah, I think it's enough, man. I think it's enough. You say you left out Utah. Yeah, they could have won that game too because Utah was injured. That could have been a gimme game because Utah was injured. They didn't have Cam. They didn't have Cam Rising playing. They had the third string quarterback playing. And they had a lot of injuries as well. Utah did. Yeah, that could have been a game that they could have pulled out. The only game that definitely they couldn't have pulled out was Oregon. Oregon just beat the brakes off of them. They did. And they wanted to embarrass them on top of it. And, the refs didn't help either. The refs didn't help. You said word on Shiloh is that previous shoulder injury that was reported earlier was actually true, not cap. I said it. People said that when I was saying it. Why am I saying it? So I guess it takes for somebody else to say it because somebody told me that. Somebody told me that. It was like, yo, he's nursing an injury. Somebody told me that. And then when I said it, then people say, why are you spreading misinformation? Blah, blah, blah. Y'all got to wait for somebody else to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? But they said the kid is nursing something, and which is okay. I'd rather for him not to practice as long as he's ready for the season. That's all that matters, right? As long as you're ready for the season, you're ready for the season. You don't got to do much practice, and we know what he can do. All he got to do is just work on his fitness, keep his wind up and everything like that. That's pretty much all he need to do. But we know what he brings to the table. So I want him out there. I'd rather have him out there than not. So if he need to relax and rest, then let him do that. But yeah, he's not practicing really. So something is up. Something else is up too. And I just hope that it do not blow over to the season. I just hope not. So they just need to be all one accord. And that's it. And when I say all on one accord, they got to all be on one accord. If not, they just don't care. Fuck it. They go for individual stats, man. Me. But I'm gonna tell you, if they start bragging like that, I'm like, let me look at your record first. Because if your record ain't at least 8 games, you can't brag. Period. You can't. Or at least get into a bowl game. 6 games. What the bowl game is 6? 6 games? 6 games. You got to at least win 6 games. I don't want to hear about your stats because your stats didn't work. Stats didn't matter at the point because, yeah, stats didn't matter. So you got to win. Win. Winning is everything at this level. Like for the coaches, it's all about what have you done for me lately. Like Coach Franz said, you hear 1 minute and you fired the next minute. That's how it is for the coaches. Winning is big, man, in college sports. It's everything. Money is on the line. TV deals, bowl games, everything. They got to be hungry enough to win it. I can tell you some of the players that's hungry. I could just look at them and tell. Rock is. Jordan Seaton is. You could just look at them and tell. The ones that are very serious about it. Shedeur is. Travis, but everybody got to be like, let's get it. Everybody. Because think about it. If somebody go down and get hurt, you need your second and third string to be ready. You need them to to go in the game and pick up like there's no loss. That's a sign of a great team right there. If that's the case, it's a sign of a great team. You said you ain't got to talk about the offense. You already know. You said the defense gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about the secondary. Not worried about the secondary this year. So on paper, they have upgraded tremendously. So yeah, definitely 8 games, the minimum. Because it should have been 8 games last year. That's why I say 8 games. Despite whatever they lacked or whatever, they still could have won 8 games. This is crazy. Almost had USC. They had them within their grasp. They had them. That would have been embarrassing for USC. You imagine? Damn. It's almost like the pressure was on USC to win. The pressure was on them. But, you know, Folsom Field. But this year is going to be it'll be a little tough, though. You know, but it's winnable. Like, you know, their fortitude is going to be tested a little bit. You know, their foundation is going to be tested this year. Early, too. It's going to be tested early because they're going to have to go to Nebraska. And then that's an away game, and that's going to be very hostile environment. That environment is going to be hostile. That's just what it is. I already know it is. And everywhere they look is going to be a sea of red. Everywhere. It's going to be crazy. If they get past that, now they got to go to another hostile environment. They got to go to Colorado State. Or is it the Colorado State game first? They got to go to Colorado State. That's going to be, not only is it going to be a hostile environment, it's going to be very disrespectful. I'm just telling you that. It's bad blood there. It's bad blood there. The coach don't like him. The coach it got so petty, he even brought the man's mother into it. Now, you know, we all know that's all disrespect intended right there. All disrespect when the mothers have to be brought into it. Now, he didn't say his mother, but he alluded to it. Because he said, you know, I was taught to take my hat off and this and that. Now he trying to say his mother didn't teach him right. That was disrespectful. And you might say to yourself, they don't know each other. Where the hate coming from? Because all the attention is on Colorado. These coaches feel like they put the work in already. How come they not getting attention? I put the work in. I mean, it's just that's not it. It's not it. It's just he got it. He just got whatever it is. See what these coaches don't understand is he's had the media attention from 87. I'm talking about 1987 when Michael still had that Jerry curl. He had a Jerry curl. He did have a Jerry curl. He been famous since he had a Jerry curl, man. I'm talking about he had the Jerry curl shag. It was a shag too, a mullet. He was famous since he had the Jerry curl. So what do you expect? Of course, there is all the attention and pomp and circumstance, everything gonna be around them. That's why. But the coaches, they don't respect that. They don't respect that. They're like, man, what? They all about clicks over there and this and that. Yeah, they gonna get the clicks. This is the way it is. It's all about the click. Yeah, you're gonna get the clicks. Now they got a player on the cover of the damn sports game. How big is that? Listen, they got a player over there that's so special. They thought enough to put him on the NCAA game, man. Think about it. That's crazy. He's on the NCAA game. That's for life. That's for life. 10 years from now, if people buy that game, they're going to see his face on it, whether he playing football or not. That's crazy. Okay? So they got all the pomp and circumstance. They got everything. So the coach is like, what the fuck? He's the new kid on the block. No, he's not the new kid on the block. This is a different situation. He's not the new kid on the block. He's been around the block and then circled the block and then just decided, hey, let me just take a job real quick. That's what happened. So that's why they feel in a certain way. They trying to, like, just like Joe Klatt said, some of the coaches are getting together to try to figure out how they can take him down. Damn. That's what comes along with the bright lights and the clicks and the glamour. It's not all glamour. There's a lot of hate there too. And you have it on the team too. You got one player getting all the shine and this and that. You're gonna have some people that's gonna feel slighted. You're gonna have some people that's gonna see. I like when people get stuff. I congratulate them. because I know I can get it. If that person get it, I know I can get it. But just everybody ain't trying to grind. Everybody not trying to grind for it. You hear what I'm saying to you? Everybody want the clicks and they ain't trying to grind for it. Oh, let me just put a video out and then I'm expecting 100,000 views. It don't work that way. I don't give a damn if you're on the team or not. It don't work that way. You got to put the grind in. If you just put a video out every 3 weeks, that ain't good enough. You might as well don't even put one out. Might as well even put one out, yo. They leaving money on the table. I wish I was on it. Listen, I'll be like Bucky, yo. I'll have videos come out every single day, yo. Every single day. I'll be just like Bucky. So but Travis is the one, he actually built his social media respectable. I like what he's doing. Right. And then he got the family channel he working too. And yeah, I like what he's doing. Mathis, he puts out videos pretty consistently as well. Caleb does. And he's capitalizing off of it. He got his own brand and everything as well. So he already know. You know, he already comes from that NFL background. So he already knows. He was already prepped for it. But everybody else, nah, you ain't consistent enough. So if you ain't consistent enough, don't even think about them NILs, yo. Don't even do it. It's a popularity contest with this NIL stuff. And you leaving money on the table. Where are the videos at, man? Where the videos at? So that's what I wanted to say. You can be, who else the better to tell your story but than yourself? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, but everybody don't want to make videos, so I get it. Everybody's not into it. Should I be into it if there's money on the table? I'm a hustler. Listen, if there's money on the table, I'm gonna get it. You're damn right. You know what I'm saying? I saw a guy. Let me just tell you, this is no cap. There was a guy. I was in Kroger's the other day, right? Yo, there was a guy that bought 30 boxes of cereal. I think he had about 30 or 40 in his cart. And I kind of just like nodded my head to him. I said, that's a good hustle. And I said to him, I said, do they got any more? He said, I think I took them all. He said, do you want some? I was like, nah, yo, I'm late on it, but nah, it's all good. But I was like, he said, you can ask him they got any more in the back. He had like 40 boxes of Captain Crunch or whatever he had in his cart. He had like 40, might have been 50. And people were staring at him because he was at the self-checkout line with all these boxes of cereal. Right. And this lady was like, damn, he must got a lot of kids. I said, no, he getting ready to sell them. She said, what are you talking about? I said, there was a collab that was done and they just released them today. And the cereal's going for like $2 and some change. He about to sell them for 50. So that's what's going on. And it's only a small window of opportunity to get the money. So that's what he's doing. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah, that's what he's doing though. So I remember there was another cereal that came out that had Bad Bunny, that's his name. He did a cereal collab. Listen, it was people in there buying that cereal like hotcakes. And then they put them on eBay and selling it for like $60, $70. And they only paid like $2 something for it. So listen, if there's money on the table, I got to go get it. So, but I missed it though. You know what I'm saying? You got to, when that drops, you got to be in that store when it opens. And you got to know where aisle it's in and go run to it. You got to go run to it. It's crazy. Oh yeah, the toilet paper. That was crazy. You said, damn, how many gallons of milk he take? No, he's selling it. He's selling the cereal on eBay because they had a collab on it. And but you hate me too then, MOB, because I'm a reseller. I do the same thing. But I just missed it. That's right. Yep, I'm the type that go in the Walmart and steal all the what you call it, Star Wars toys. Yep. I remember one time I had a whole cart full. Yep, I sure did. People looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, the bots. Yeah, the bots. The bots. See, the thing is, you got to go in store because you're not going to buy it online because they got too many bots. Yeah, you can't do. You got to go in store. But man, it's ridiculous. And this one lady was just like snatching everything. That's how I knew she was on to something. But yeah, I noticed that, man. It's a lot of different things going on. Like you just gotta be in the know. But yeah, that's how they gotta do it. They gotta have if that money is on the table, they gotta go take it. I saw Jimmy put out a video. He put out a video, but he'll put out a video every like blue moon though, you know. But he did put out a video. I give him that. He put out a video. Somebody else put out one. I can't think of it right now. Wasn't Rock. Might have been Mayors that put a video out. So that was pretty decent. But yeah, man, because people want to hear from them. They got the biggest platform right now, man. People want to hear from them, you know. People want to hear from them. So they just got to do it. But yeah, MERS, the pandemic, that was crazy. When the toilet tissue, I had to go 5 miles for some toilet tissue. That was crazy. You said Promise made Colorado the most popular team. Yeah, they're the most popular team in America. I agree. He got everybody eating. Right. Oh, you talking about the cereal, Greg. I'm reading your old comments. You say you hope that game cover doesn't have the Madden curse. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Madden curse. What happens is with the Madden curse, it happened to Vic too. Remember when Vic was on the Madden cover? He got hurt. Vic got hurt. A few people got hurt when they were on the Madden cover. So hopefully there's no curse to that. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, dude. You said are bots gonna buy up the NCAA game? Okay, here's the difference on that though. I'm buying mine. I'm buying a digital copy. So it's a little different this year. I'm buying a digital copy, but if if I can get my hands on some copies, I'm gonna take it. If I get my hands on some. You know what I'm saying? If I get my hands on the copies, I'm gonna take it. Because if they sell out, then I got some, stashed away so I could sell a few just in case somebody needs. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So hopefully I'll get my hands on a few. I've already got my name on the list. You said the digital copies take longer to download, but I don't have no other choice. My game console that I have is only digital. I have that Xbox series, whatever it is. It don't have a it don't have a flash drive. So I have to download the digital copies. Now I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation to, because I know a lot of y'all got PlayStations and y'all think y'all good on them sticks. And I'm telling you, I've been playing since. Listen, I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 40s, yo, and I've been playing video games since I was 8. So I think about how good I am. If I've been playing that long, I got 10 years. I got 20 years up on some of y'all. Some of y'all think y'all know about FIFA, right? Right? Y'all think y'all know about FIFA, but I've been playing FIFA when it first came out. Think about that. Think about somebody that's been playing FIFA since it first came out. Think about it. And I've been playing Madden since it first came out. So all this knowledge that I've acquired over the years is gonna be hard to beat me, yo. I'm telling you. I just gotta get back on the sticks and get going. And don't even try to play me in fight night. Fight night. Don't even try to do it. Don't even try to do it. Don't even try to do it. So I might have to get a PlayStation. So we'll see. There's gonna be a lot of hurt people because see, with FIFA, it's really easy, right? It's not that I'm cheating, but there's a technique to FIFA that a lot of people don't know about. And all you got to just keep doing the technique. You don't even got to look at the game. Just keep doing the technique and you're going to score. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. Street Fighter. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. Street Fighter was not a game that I always played. Okay, you say I'm just chatting, right? Listen, you can say whatever you want. But on the sticks, they can't. Listen, I've been playing FIFA since it came out, yo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of these people, they've been playing FIFA since they were young too, but I've been playing since it came out, before some of these people were born. So think about, I've been playing all these years, how good I am. I mean, sometimes you gotta pop it sometime to let people know. You gotta brag a little bit. I'm just letting y'all know, man. If you want to play for a little money, I don't recommend it. The reason why I don't recommend it is because then people going to want to keep playing, and I ain't got that much time because people going to feel, they going to feel slighted, then, like that. But the best believe it's going to be recorded because I got a game capture. So it's best believe it's going to be recorded. If you want to play me. You feel me? So yeah. No, listen, Mers, I've been playing since it came out. FIFA, since it first came out. Okay, and think about all them hours of dedication that I put into it. There's a secret to FIFA that a lot of people don't know about. There's a secret to it. I have not seen that one person do it yet. There's a secret to it. It's a glitch. And then I don't think they fixed it. And they haven't fixed the glitch yet since the game came out. And now I don't have to now, like I said, if I'm getting beat a little bit, I might have to go to that. So I might have to cut all stops out and go to the glitch. I don't want to have to go to the glitch, but yeah, it's all about winning over here. Like you know what? Here's the thing. I'm so good at it. I'm so sure of myself. Just pick a team for me. Pick a team. I'll take any team you want me to play with. I'm telling you, it's like that. It's like that, man. Now, Madden, Madden, on any given day, I can get beat. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just depends. If I have a bad day, you can beat me. Like, and I don't play with the Jets. So don't get it messed up. I don't play with the Jets with Madden. I remember back in the day, they used to say I was cheating because I used to play with Atlanta because Vic. I used to kill people with Vic, man. You said pro clubs D1 all the time. You said putting the game on beginner mode ain't a seat. That's not what I'm talking about. See, now you trying to see, now you acting like you want to play me. I see you, Mers. Okay. Yeah, Madden does take strategy. That's why I say on any given day I could be beaten. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could be beaten in Madden. FIFA, no. FIFA, no. Nope. And I played soccer too on top of it. Yeah, I did. I was a goalie. So that right there, I'm telling you, I'm all right. And I'm just letting you know right now, my nation that I play with is Brazil. Period. And you might think that's cheating. I don't play with nobody else other than Brazil. And do not let me play with Argentina. If you let me play with Argentina, you're going to lose. I'm just letting you know that. Don't let me play with Argentina. Don't let me play with let's see. Don't let me play with Man United. and don't let me play with let's see, Man United, Argentina. What's the other team? Not Atletico Madrid. It depends on who Real Madrid has. I don't think they got nobody right now. It just back in the day, Real Madrid used to be the joint when they had Beckham on the team and they had Robinho. See, I'm naming some of these like Robinho. Half these people don't know who Robinho is, yo. I know soccer, you know what I'm saying? Half people don't know who Robinho is. You know what I'm saying? Or Maicon. They don't know Mike. They don't know nothing about no Maicon. Come on, man. You hear me, Thomas? They don't know nothing about no Maicon. You see what I'm saying? You know? Or no Kaká. They don't know who Kaká is. Come on, man. Y'all crazy. Yep. They don't know nothing about that. You know? They don't know nothing about no Hulk. You know, they might know Hulk. Some of the young people, they might know who Hulk is. You know, or Zay Roberto. They don't know no Zay Roberto, man. So yeah, my nation is Brazil. So I got to play with Brazil. And now you try to get me to play with another nation, it got to be Argentina. Like I can play with Brazil or Argentina. Because sometimes people like to play me against Brazil. I'm like, all right, so I got to have a backup team. So it'll be Argentina. I can't give away all my secrets though. You know what I'm saying? Because but definitely for the college game, give me about 3 weeks to figure out my strategy on that game. I'll be ready to play. So I'm just telling y'all. And don't try to play me with Colorado either. You're going to get dog walked. I'm just letting y'all know that. Because I'm playing with Florida. I'm telling you, I got a secret to that game too. But I just got to get it. So don't try to like boost your players up or anything like that. You know, people be cheating, try to boost their players up. You say you got sick of playing Madden. Yeah, I did too. I retired from it. Like Madden, I got retired. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, Thomas. I retired from everything. Yo, I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? Because I got tired of like taking people money, everything. But the college football, you might not be trash at it. You just gotta give it a little time. That's why I said give it about 3 weeks to get it down. And yeah, I retired from Madden too. FIFA I retired from. I don't play it anymore. I used to play it online. I don't went to tournaments and all that, like get-togethers and everything. Yeah, I just retired from it. But I will come out of retirement for this game, though. Yeah, it is a lot different, J. Dot. So that's what I'm saying. I want to give it a shot because it's different. Because I am tired of playing Madden, but I think this NCAA is a lot different. I believe they have like don't they got career mode and everything? And they got what's the other mode that I want to play? They have general, I don't know, not general manager mode, but you know what I'm talking about. I want to be able to like try to put a team together and try to see. I want to play that mode as well, see what they do. You've been playing FIFA. Oh, yeah, Road to Glory or Dynasty. Yeah, like one of those modes. I want to like put a team together. I might use Colorado. Like, But shout out to the players that got an extra year eligibility. I don't know if you guys heard. No, you probably heard already. They have an extra year eligibility. Eligibility. The NCAA ruled on that, and so it's good for people like Tyler Brown. You know, he got that year back. So he gonna have a decision to make at the end of the year. Do he go to the NFL or do he come back? Because I think he got NFL potential. He definitely does. And we're just gonna wait and see what happens at the end of the season. I mean during the season, we'll see. So you said, how did they get an extra year? Remember, he was ruled ineligible last year, so he lost that year. He lost the year. So the NCAA just made a ruling on it. So all those they retroacted. So it's big, after a certain year, they had the years listed, and he fell within that year, so he gets an extra year eligibility. He gains that year back that he lost last year. This is his final year until that ruling. So now he got an extra year that he can he have under his belt if he wants to use it or not. But depending on what he do this season, I think he's NFL bound. He definitely is. I know this some players, you know, the players that transferred and stuff like that, they had to sit out for different reasons. Yeah. I know some players are in their six. Can you imagine that playing being there 6 years? Sometime it happens. But yeah, they ruled that, and I thought it was a good thing. Thanks, Greg. Imagine being 24, still considered an old head. I know they consider 24 an old head, yo. Do you know why? Because people are dying at a rapid rate. That's why. And history repeats itself. Because remember, back in the day in the 1940s, for 30s, you know, the Depression era, you know, 30 was considered old because people were dying at an early age. The life expectancy was lower, and it's happening again. That's why people are calling us old heads, and we're like 30s, 40 years old, or 24 years old. They call them old heads because people are dying so much. That's why. So I'm considered ancient because, you know, a lot of these young people are dying. And like every time I turn around, somebody getting shot out here. Every time I turn around, every time I look at the news, somebody is dead. Every time. So the life expect I don't know. I got to look into that. Is the life expect, did it go up or did it go down? Because if people are considering 24 old head, then yeah, they that means they feel that they don't expect to live past a certain age. That's kind of sad, actually. That's kind of because I don't think no other country think like that but us. That's kind of sad, actually. But it's a reason why people feel that way. It's just because people be dying, man. You said Brandon Wheaton playing college football at 20. Yeah, that is kind of old. I ain't gonna lie to you. 28 to be playing football, college football, that is kind of old. But it happens though. I think Chris Winkie back in the day was like that. He was like 28. You said you like the military and Navy workouts. Travis is such an athlete. Yeah. I did like I did like those workouts as well. Yeah, he was swimming and everything, right? He is an athlete. He's just straight up an athlete. That's it. He don't get tired, man, at all. He don't get tired at all, man. It's just he loves doing what he's doing. It's either that or everybody else is just out of shape. Either one. I don't know what it is. He just don't get tired, man. And if he I don't know. I don't know. I can't really speak for him. But I was just stop myself. I can't speak for him, but he works hard, but it don't look like he's working hard. If that makes sense. He don't look like he's working hard, but I think he is. It's just that he's in great shape. You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to be. But it looks like it's effortless. So you said you was dying when Shedeur did his sprints yesterday. What happened with his sprints? Is it on this video right here? But what happened with his sprints yesterday? He looked like he's gonna fall out. He can move a little bit. You said Shedeur was gassed after swimming. Yeah, he's a little gassed. Yeah, some players don't need to practice. That's what Urban Meyer said. And you know what he said? He said I wouldn't practice him. He said that but Travis ain't gonna like that. He wants to practice, but he'll be one of them type of players that he won't practice a lot. You said he just run goofy. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, he runs like he can move now. If you give him a lane, he's gonna burn you. He's deceptive. You think he's slow, but he's not. He's one of them and he's very crafty on get. You can't give him enough space because he's gonna take it and he's gonna run with it and he'll slide if he have to. Yep, he's not afraid to run it, and he's fast enough. He's fast enough to get out of harm's way if you let him. But yeah, he's not like a Michael Vick or anything, but nobody is really, or like a Randall Cunningham. But he can move though. He can move. You said Travis looked like he run a 4.4. I don't know. They never said what he runs. Jimmy looked like he run about close to a 4.3. He might be a 4.3. Jimmy is. Or close to it. Close to it. Yeah, close to a 4.3. They got some players out there that look like they close to a 4.3. Yeah, we definitely gonna see. I think they got another practice coming out later. I'm gonna watch that. I'll come back. You said Travis looked like he run a 4.4, a low 4.4. Dylan and Jimmy ran the same times. Yeah, Jimmy, he looks like he's about a 4.3. He got that light bounce in his run. He run like his feet is barely touching the you know, and he just looked like he's about a 4.3. Yeah, so I like what I see though. Some of the players, so we'll see what happens. They still, the media still going at it. That's just how they are with them. Coach Prime, you see he got a rap video out. Y'all see that? A rap song out with Snoop. I heard that. A snippet of it. What is it? The Must Be the Money remix? I was like, okay. He got the rap video, rap song out with Snoop. And what else? I saw that. What else is going on? You said as soon as Chidozie is healthy, he better be starting. It better not Cavassier smoke him. Well, he had an injury. What type of injury he had? Like an ankle injury or something? He said he better not Cavassier smoke him. Yeah, I hope not. He'll get some time. Definitely will. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I don't see why he shouldn't play unless he's injured or something. He's a big guy, man. We need somebody like that in that middle, clogging up the middle. Um, so if he's healthy, we need him. If he's healthy, we need him out there because, that'll help clog in the middle for that run, right? And he'll just be there as a disruptor. So we definitely need him out there. That'll help out the linebackers. Yeah, so if he's healthy and ready to go, that's what I don't really care. Like they practice or whatever, as long as we got him for the season. That's what I care about. The practice is practice, so they can just nurse themselves and come back whenever they can, as long as they ready for opening game. And hopefully this season nobody gets injured too much. Keep the injuries down. That's it. That's all you can hope for. But I would like to see him out there from the film that I have got a chance to watch. And then they did a film, Buffed and them did a film breakdown on him, which I appreciated. I like what they said about him. I like the film breakdown, you know. And I was like, this is somebody they need on that line, man. So after watching that, I might have to go watch that film breakdown again. I'm gonna go watch it again. But I like what they said about Chidozie. It got me on his side. I was like, okay, I like this guy right here. I like his attributes, what he brings to the table, because he really goes after it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Opening day, who's going to be out there? Yeah, his brother's on the team as well. Did you hear what his brother said? I'm here to take somebody's. Was he the one that said it? I'm here to take somebody's job now. Yep, his little brother on the team. He's like, I'm here to take somebody's job now. I don't care. That's the mentality you got to have. Yep. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? He said, yeah, I'm here to take somebody's job. Somebody's job is mine. So I like that mentality right there. But yeah, I like Chidozie, man. I saw the film breakdown on him. I'm like, we need him out there one way or the other. See, but this year, you're not going to get me to jump out the window this year. I'm not going to do it. Why they ain't got him out there? Why they ain't got, you know how I was. I'm not going to do that this year. I'm just going to watch the game just like y'all, man. That's it. I'm not jumping out the window for nobody. That's it. Because I did it last year, and here y'all come getting me. So this year, I'm just gonna watch it like that. And whoever's out there, I'm just gonna appreciate whoever's out there. So because this is a hard game, man. It's hard, you know. So whoever's out there, respect. You said, remember when Benson said, yeah, whoever's out there, man, whoever's out there, Murs, this we got to go with. We can't worry about who not starting. We got to go with whoever's out there, man. I heard what you said about Cokes earlier, but like I said, whoever's out there is whoever's out there. We trust the coaches like that. Then we can go with it like that. And yeah, I'm just hoping for a really good season. Low injuries. I hope nobody get injured. All that craziness, leave the injuries away. If they need to rest up, let them rest up so they get them in the game. Arelis, you already know we got some heat on the team. Arelis, you down to do a show later? I know you probably out or whatever. I'm probably come back later. We break down who they already have on the team. I don't know what your availability like. It'll probably be like, let me give you a time frame. 7 your time, 7 p.m. your time. You said no excuses for 0 sack. Well, he was getting double teamed a lot because I went back. Maybe we should do that too. Go back to a few games and take a look at them. I got to be careful though because I already got a strike. Because I got to be careful. The networks I use, they ain't playing. I sat up there and shared a video from that buy. I lost money on that too. The Deontay Wilder. Man, they gave me a strike on that. I lost money on that too. I couldn't believe he got knocked out like that. And my money went right down the drain. Just like that. Just simple. No more money. First, your money is there. You thought you were going to win because he was winning. I was like, he going to win this. Nope. That guy just, I don't know. You said he couldn't get us at least 1 sack. They were double teaming him, Murs. I don't know. I thought he was playing out of position though. He wasn't he don't strike me as no nose tackle. You see what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was playing out of position. You said, yeah, you just got off the freeway. Yeah, I'll come back later on, Thomas. But yeah, I thought he was playing out of position. Yeah, I know you driving. Okay. Yeah, I hit you up later. Well, we'll come back later. Yeah, he playing out of position, man. No, he didn't get no sacks, but he didn't get a half sack at least. He didn't even get a half sack. You just saying 0. Usually get a half sack or something, right? Yeah, man, they were doubling him. I saw that one game. What game was that? It was a Stanford game. I believe he was getting doubled. He got doubled in that game. We got to go back and look at some. You say you'll be 8. You'll be free around 8. All right, so 11 my time. All right, I come back. I'll set it up for 11 my time, 8 your time. All right, we'll do a panel or something. All right, I'll come. I'll set it up. Yeah, we'll do it for 8 your time. That's 11 my time. We'll go for about an hour. He said he's light for a defensive tackle, but Aaron Donald was light for a defensive tackle. There ain't too many Aaron Donalds out there, Murs. That's what make Aaron Donald so special, his leverage and his agility. He's a beast to try to they always double Aaron Donald, but he always somehow break through. He's also good. Aaron Donald's also good at stopping the run too. He's also good at breaking free and getting to the. He's a beast overall. He's a beast overall. He's one of the best. But it's hard, man. That's what makes him special. You know, ain't too many Aaron Donald likes. I mean, there's a few out there. I mean, it's not just him, but that's why they're in the league. You know. Yeah, he's one of the best. Merz. He's one of the best. I mean, his agility is just off the charts. I mean, the man could be getting triple teamed. Don't matter. Doesn't it do not matter. He's getting what is he about 5'11", 6 feet? I think he about 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1", whatever, 6 feet. It don't matter. You can double him. It doesn't matter. He's breaking through. Or if he then he will change directions on you and then go get the run. He's off the charts, man, with his agility and his knowledge of the game. He can almost tell where the ball is going just by how they lined up. He can tell he know what they're doing. That just take a lot of film study and a lot of dedication. But he can, when he lines up, if you notice how he put his head up, he'll line down, and then when the quarterback is changing, he'll put his head up. He'll do that. He know exactly what they're doing. It's kind of hard to trick somebody like that. He just a film geek. It's hard to trick him. It's not too many times you're going to see him get beat. Not too many times. Occasionally you'll see it, but sometimes, he'll get blindsided or something like that. Something crazy will happen, but most of the time he's breaking free. Ain't too many defensive players out there, man. I mean, you got the Bosa brothers and all that, but as far as for his position, no. Yeah, he's very dominant. He's one of those players that can dictate a game. He can literally change the momentum of a game just off his play alone. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's getting a gold jacket. So that's just what it is. It's just a couple players they're getting gold jackets. So yeah, just his play alone is just he's man, I was watching some of his highlights a few weeks ago. It's crazy. It's off the charts. Because I want to know what makes him special, right? I was just studying it to see what these college players could take from it. I don't know how they can duplicate it. Just something he was given. He got a gift, to do what he do. It's not just physical though. It's up here too. It's not just physical. But anyway, I'll be back later on. We'll do a overall recap of the team that they have because most of the players are in house already, and Thomas, he's seen to think we got a team that can win this Big 12 here, so we're gonna bring Thomas back. I feel like they can too because history repeats itself. You said Prime and Donald's the best defensive players of all time. Oh no, you can't say. Well, Prime, you mean the best defensive back of all time. You can't say best defensive player of all time, man. Prime is one of the best defensive players of all time. He's one of. Remember, we had Lawrence Taylor, bro. Lawrence Taylor once graced this field. That man was so damn dominant. He had people scared. Listen, Lawrence Taylor was so dominant. He had offensive linemen scared of him. Yeah. Yeah. Prime and Donald is one of the best defensive players of all time. One of. I mean, we had Mike Singletary, bro. I remember Mike Singletary. Amazing. Ray Lewis. Amazing. Ronnie Lott. Amazing. Telling you, man. What Aaron Donald is doing has been done before. It has. It's been done before. A lot of players, they've just been forgotten. Players are just forgotten over the years. Yes, sir. What's the guy? Junior Seau. Rest in peace to him. Junior Seau. Um, I mean, the list goes on and on. But yeah, like you said, some out of all of them, some players stand out. Like Aaron Donald does stand out. I'm not gonna hate on him. He does stand out. He does. Prime stands out. He's on the Mount Rushmore of defensive players. I would say Prime is on the Mount Rushmore. The reason why I say that is because just him alone could dictate a game as a defensive player. It could be the fourth quarter. He can get an interception and run it back like he's fresh in the first quarter. Or he can run back a punt in the fourth quarter like he's fresh in the first quarter. So he got to be on Mount Rushmore. He got to be on Mount Rushmore of all time. Yeah, I've never seen like somebody that dominant. He used to play decoy as well, act like he's not covering a wide receiver just so that the quarterback can throw to him so he can intercept it. Because that was the only way the quarterback was going to throw it his way. He had to play like he didn't know he was going somewhere else. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, he was really dominant. He had great instincts for the ball. Really good instincts. It's crazy. He didn't even have to tackle really. He just beat people with his soft technique. It's crazy. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor he's like up there in Mount Rushmore too. Just he used to strike fear in people's heart. Ed Reed too. Oh man, yeah, you just remind me. Yeah, Ed Reed, of course. Yeah, do not throw his way. The person gonna get hit. You throw in his way, he gonna be there. Troy Polamalu, another one. Bucky just uploaded. I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna come back later. Um, after his upload. But yeah, guys, I'll be back later, like around 11. It's gonna be a late night one. Probably go for an hour or something. We're gonna review who they already have. Because on paper they have a really good team again this year. Really good team, really good solid team this year. And they got some young players on that team too that are the future. And they're gonna benefit this year, the young people. So they go in the right direction. They go in the right direction. I'll be back, y'all. Thanks for joining and everything else. I gotta go. Hopefully my package out there. I gotta go check on it. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.